Hello everyone, very good evening. Today, May 28th, 2025. These are the briefs for Finance Today MX. Thanks for joining us. Mexico regains second place in venture capital in Latin America. Region grows despite fewer rounds. At the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, there was a boom in venture capital investments in the country, leading to the emergence of young private companies valued at least $1 billion, the so-called unicorns. However, financing later declined. Local rates fall to 2022 low in weekly auction due to expectations of declines. Government bond rates in Mexico fell for the sixth consecutive week during the Bank of Mexico's most recent weekly securities auction, which took place prior to the publication of the latest monetary policy minutes. BBVA announces historic investment of $5.2 billion in Mexico by 2030. The Spanish bank BBVA announced that it plans to invest more than $5.2 billion in Mexico for its technological transformation and as part of its efforts to remain the leading lender in the local market. Business. BBVA Mexico calls for greater formality and digitalization to expand lending to SMEs. BBVA Mexico, the country's largest lender, considers informality and digitalization two of the main challenges facing the country's economy in driving the growth of small and medium-sized businesses. IFCOM publishes Degree and Priority in Vasconia's bankruptcy proceedings. Grupo Vasconia, a producer of aluminum and steel products for the home and other sectors, announced that a federal court has issued a ruling in the bankruptcy proceedings involving it and its subsidiary Almexa Aluminio for the recognition, degree, and priority of claims. This means that the valid debts, the order in which they should be paid, and the amount owed have been identified. Economy. Mexico has the potential to double its FDI receipts under the new trade order. Mexico could double its receipts of foreign direct investment, or FDI, if it successfully integrates into the new world trade order being promoted by the United States. Mexico is prepared for a U.S. economic slowdown. Amador. Mexico's finances are prepared to face a slowdown in the U.S. economy, something some forecasts point to given geopolitical tensions and trade risks. Bank of Mexico's international reserves resume rising, reaching a record $239.885 billion. The Bank of Mexico's international reserves increased by $962 million during the week ending May 23, reaching a record level of $239.885 billion. Markets. Stock markets surpassed intraday highs, although they did not hold their closing levels. Mexican stock markets closed the second day of the week with gains as global sentiment was buoyed by easing trade tensions between the United States and the European Union. Banorte improves peso-dollar exchange rate forecasts for 2025 and 2026. Grupo Financiero Banorte economists have adjusted their forecasts for the peso's performance against the dollar this year and next in light of an expected weak. These are the most relevant financial news for today. Thanks for your attention. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you make sure our briefs arrive to you on time. Thanks for watching and listening. Have a good one.